Several years ago, I was walking over to my husband who was chatting with some friends of ours when one of my friends looks at Tom and asks him, "So, how does Marcy do it all?" "Oh, she's bipolar. She's either going 100 miles an hour or she is asleep." "Oh, so one therapist says it and it makes it true?" The first time I admitted I needed help was in March 2011. I was taking care of my 6-year-old, my 9-month-old, and my husband. I was always tired. I couldn't figure out how to get motivated. I was sad and I didn't understand why. My doctor diagnosed me with postpartum depression and had me take antidepressants. I had shared my personal struggles with my doctor, and she helped me through my adversity. My girlfriend convinced me at the time to sell Mary Kay, get out of the house. Now, getting applauded for selling some lipstick was something that I could connect with. Things started to turn around pretty quickly. I was back to my normal, energetic, and happy self. In fact, things were going so well that my husband and I decided to take our marriage experience and start a new ministry at our church. We planned a weekend getaway to get prepared. We left our kids with my girlfriend while we went away with our newfound purpose. I decided that was a great time to quit my antidepressants cold turkey. When was the last time you admitted that you needed help? Maybe it was just a realization that you weren't really Supermom, Superman, the person with all the answers, that you always have it all together. Sharing personal journeys bridges gaps and transforms how people support individuals facing adversity. On that Saturday, September 24th, 2011, we received a phone call from my girlfriend, Nancy. Will fell and hit his head. We're going to take him to the hospital to get him checked out. Okay, keep us posted. Then I hung up. Just moments later, we got another phone call. "Mrs. Rankin, this is Officer Bill. They're transporting your son by ambulance to Riley Hospital for Children. You need to come right away." "Honey, we need to go." Keep us posted? What was I thinking? The drive to the hospital was nearly 2 hours long. We had no idea what had happened or how our son was even doing. We just knew it must be serious. After more hours of waiting, when we did arrive, we finally got to see my son. Will, our sweet 6-year-old boy, was covered with a mess of wires. He had a ventilator mask on. He was hardly recognizable. This wasn't the rambunctious soccer star we were just sitting on the sidelines cheering on this last week. Will was diagnosed with a severe traumatic brain injury. Will had been bouncing on a couch on an exercise ball that couch backed up to a railing overlooking a laminate-covered concrete foyer. Will bounced on the ball on the couch, launched himself over the railing, and fell 14 feet onto his head. It is a miracle Will survived. As Will began his long journey of recovery, I found myself on a roller coaster of emotions. Have I been as good of a mom as I could have been? I wanted to take back all the times I neglected Will when he asked me so sweetly, "Mommy, will you play trains with me? Will you go outside, go across the street to the park with me?" "Sorry, buddy. Mommy's busy. Maybe later." They placed Will into a medically induced coma to help with the pressure of the swelling brain on the inside of his skull. They said it would be 24 to 36 hours before the swelling would come down enough for them to bring him out of the coma and wake him up. Can you believe the doctor said our little boy would not be the same little boy that he was before? Our lives had gone from perfect to unpredictable. Everything had been going so well. Why us? Why me? Why now? We had an amazing team of doctors and nurses around the clock. Literally. They certainly wanted us involved in Will's care, and they certainly did not want us to get any rest. Between the beeping equipment and the frequent check-ins and stop-ins with doctors and nurses, sleep was certainly a commodity. One of our favorite nurses, Jen, suggested we used an online system called CaringBridge. It's a way to journal and keep family and friends posted with Will's progress. On day 13, not 24 to 36 hours like the doctors suggested, day 13 is when they brought Will out of the coma. Will had to relearn how to do everything over again. How to eat, how to walk, how to talk, how to write. It's as if his brain hit a reset button. He was like a 6-month-old in a 6-year-old's body. While Will began his long journey of recovery, I was going through withdrawal symptoms from antidepressants. I didn't used to share this part of the story. I was at a point in my life when I thought I had everything figured out, that I could do it alone. What I learned through using CaringBridge is that there's a world out there eager to support you in your time of need. Jen's advice led to one of the biggest lessons in life that I have learned. Sharing personal journeys bridges gaps and transforms how people support individuals facing adversity. Each time we would share a medical update, some thoughts of the day, or even challenges we were facing, people would respond with their own personal lives and their own stories and how their lives were transformed through us. They spent more time with their kids. They prayed for the first time in years. They had a new perception of people going through challenges.